Hey y'all, it's Kendall Nicole, and welcome back to another episode of Mindfully Me. First of all, hey, I know it's been a minute. I missed y'all. I never thought my comeback episode would sound like this. Truthfully, I imagined it being me coming to talk to y'all about dating or getting my life together and finding a big girl job, or just honestly some random shit that happened to me that I felt was worthy of telling y'all. But instead, life didn't just life. It whooped me. It whooped my ass, actually. Like, it stood over me and asked me after I was already down on the ground, black on my face, like, "Oh, you got some more fight left? What you trying to do?" And honestly, it's exactly how it felt. It felt exactly like that. And I know some of y'all been checking on me, asking where the podcast went, asking if I was okay. I appreciate every single text, DM, phone call, prayer, and just the small thinking about yous. Do I owe anybody an explanation? Absolutely not. I don't owe anybody shit, actually. But there are people who genuinely love me, who have prayed over me without asking questions, and who have patiently waited for me to come back. So, this episode is for y'all. The name of this episode is Bravo. Yes, bravo. If you know, you know. Today we're talking about grief. Not just grief after death, grief after trauma, grief after losing pieces of yourself, grief after realizing you're only 23 and somehow you already lived through things people twice your age haven't. Because grief, baby, grief don't just wear black. Sometimes it wears a smile. Sometimes it wears makeup. Sometimes it wears a work uniform. Sometimes it wears pajamas because I don't feel like getting dressed that day. It feels impossible. So, let's talk. I know we haven't been here in a long time, but I always do this. I get a few questions from people that truly want to hear from me. So we do have a list of questions. First one being, what even is grief? For the longest time, I thought grief was just funerals, black dresses, flowers, people bringing food, constant phone calls, Facebook posts, everybody saying, if you need me, if you need anything, let me know, and then nothing. And pretty sure that's the part I've always hated, because everybody check on you in the beginning. Everybody shows up when there's something to plan, but after the funeral, everybody go back home. The flowers die, the food is gone, the balloons lost air, the phone stopped ringing, and somehow that's when real grief starts. Because now it's just you. Now it's just me, sitting in my room, trying to figure out how to exist in a world that keeps spinning, but in my head, mine has completely stopped. Grief is so much bigger than crying. Grief is waking up and forgetting for 3 seconds that somebody is gone. Grief is something. Before reality punches you in the chest all over again, once you realize that your person is no longer here. Grief is hearing a song and suddenly your whole day ruined. Grief is smelling somebody's cologne. Grief is seeing their favorite snacks in the grocery store. Grief is opening your camera roll knowing good and damn well that you're about to hurt your own feelings. And somehow you still do it. Somehow I still do it. Because in my mind sometimes hurting feels closer to remembering them than pretending that they're gone. Grief is weird. It doesn't clock in from 9 to 5. It works overtime. Truly. Birthdays, holidays, random Tuesdays, 3 o'clock in the afternoon while I'm trying to give me a club tail out of Dollar General. Like, it don't care. It's always there. It's literally always there. Somebody said, why now? Why did you decide to come back now? Because I've spent too much time pretending that I was okay. And I'm tired. No, not I need a nap tired. The kind of tired where your soul keeps carrying things that your body never asked for. I got tired of saying I'm okay because honestly, sometimes I wasn't and sometimes I'm still not. And that's okay. I think social media has convinced us that healing is supposed to look pretty. Like, one day you cry, the next day you post a sunset with a caption talking about growth. Girl, my healing looked like crying in the shower because I don't want my mama to hear me and be worried. My healing looks like laughing 1 minute and breaking down the next. My healing looks like surviving. That's it. Just surviving. That's why I'm here. Because I want y'all to know that it's okay to feel that way. These are the phases of grief. It is okay to not be okay. The next question is, what happened? In June, I lost my baby brother. Excuse me, y'all, if my voice crack. I'm sorry. It's a little sensitive for me. But in June, I lost my baby brother. And I genuinely don't think that there's a language that exists to explain what it feels like losing a sibling. Somebody you laughed with, argued with, protected, grew up with, someone you expected to annoy for the rest of your life. Like, people keep asking me, how are you doing? And I know they mean well, but the honest answer is, I don't know. Some days I smile because I genuinely mean it. Other days I smile because explaining the truth takes too much energy. And both versions are real. Completely. And the hardest part has been realizing that life expects you to keep going anyways. The sun still comes up. Bills still do. People still asking for deadlines. Your stomach still get hungry. And somehow you're expected to continue living after losing somebody who was such a huge part of your life. And that part feels cruel to me. It feels unfair. I don't feel like I should have to go through this. I don't feel like anybody should have to go through this. And that's just how it is. The next question is this your first experience of grief? No. And honestly, I think that's what scared me a little bit, because grief already knew my name before my brother left this earth. I've survived sexual assault this year, and I don't think enough people acknowledge the grief that comes with surviving something like that, because yes, you survive, but survival has losses too. You grieve your innocence, your safety, your trust, the version of yourself that walked through the world without constantly looking over your shoulder. You grieve the girl you used to be, the girl who believed certain things could never happen to her. Never did I say it couldn't happen to me, but never did I think it would. Those experiences don't define me. They never will. But I'd be lying if I said they didn't change me. Then losing my brother introduced me to another kind of grief. I've told everybody this that asked me this. I've lost a lot in this life. Never have I ever felt this way. Never have I ever felt this pain, this hurt after losing my brother. It truly introduced me to another kind of grief, one that touched every single part of my life. And what nobody tells you is that old grief recognizes new grief. Pain has a way of waking up other pain. Wounds you thought healed already start aching because you're crying over your whole life at this moment. You're not crying over one specific thing. And suddenly you grieving 5 different versions of yourself all at once. And that's rough for me. It truly is. Somebody said, what does grief look like at 23? Girl, it looks like trying to find a job because bills ain't gonna know you depressed. It looks like responding, I'm good, because explaining how you actually feel will require a PowerPoint presentation, a whiteboard, and at least 2 snack breaks. And I ain't doing all that. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's wondering how everybody else keeps functioning when your world feels like it stopped. You feel like you in one spot and you watching everybody else elevate and escalate around you. And that truly shows you that time doesn't wait for anybody. It's laughing at a meme and then crying because I know damn well my brother would have sent me that exact same damn meme. It's still making it to doctor's appointments. It's still showing up to work. It's still answering emails. It's still trying to figure out what my mama gonna cook for dinner. Like, because grief, unfortunately, does not pay your bills. Trust me, boo. I checked. Y'all don't gotta check. I checked for us. Like, I checked. It's going to family events and knowing that if he had the chance, my brother would be there. It's hearing somebody call your name in the crowd and wishing it was them. It's realizing that every holiday gonna look different now. Grief at 23 is lonely. I've been shown a lot of true colors from people that I love the most. It's expecting the people that you thought would be there, not people you thought would be with you through anything aren't. Not a call, not a check-in, nothing. But grief at 23 is also lonely because the people that do check in, the ones that are actually your friends, they're trying to figure out life too, so they're not going to have the time to always check in with you. They want to help. They just don't know how. And honestly, sometimes there aren't any words. Sometimes I don't need advice. Sometimes I just need somebody willing to sit beside me without trying to fix me. I don't need fixing. I don't. I'm going to end that right there. Oh, my eyes are watery. Jeez. Next question says, what's something funny you've learned? Grief has absolutely no respect for timing. None. Zero. Yeah. I could be in Dollar General looking for toothpaste, or in the corner store trying to buy me a Club Tail or a Buzz Ball or something, and somebody walk past me wearing some loud ass work boots, and for one split second it sounds exactly like my brother walking up the driveway. My heart immediately says, oh, that's him. But before my brain has time to remind me it isn't, now I'm standing in Uncle Habibi's store looking crazy. He probably thinking, she been looking at them damn Club Tails for 15 minutes. And sir, no, I'm not comparing the prices. I'm trying to breathe. Like, I'm trying to get myself together before I walk up to your counter and you trying to figure out what's wrong with me for real. Grief will really embarrass you in public. And honestly, sometimes all you can do is laugh after you finish crying, because if you don't, you're going to lose your damn mind. And truly. Question says, have you figured grief out? Hell no. Absolutely not. I don't think that's my goal anymore. I used to think healing meant getting over it. Now I think healing means learn how to carry it without letting it carry me. And those are two completely different things. I don't think grief gets smaller. I think we slowly grow around it. Like a scar, I'm guessing. It never disappears. You just learn how to move differently. What would you tell yourself from a year ago? Slow down. Please slow the fuck down. Slow down. Hug people longer. Take the picture. Answer the phone. Say I love you. Stop apologizing for resting. Stop apologizing for crying. Stop apologizing for not being okay. Because life has taught me something I never wanted to learn. nothing, absolutely fucking nothing is promised. And I think I'd hug that version of myself for a very long time. Because last year was rough too. But not as rough as this year. Because she has no idea what's coming. Just a big hug. Just a good sit down talk. What do I want y'all to remember? If you're grieving, you're not doing it wrong. If you're angry, you're not doing it wrong. If you laugh today and cry tomorrow, you're not doing it wrong. If you experience trauma, you deserve healing. If you lost someone, you deserve to keep living. Loving them and living your life are not opposites. They can happen together. I think one of the biggest lies grief tells us is that if we start smiling again, we are leaving our loved one behind. I don't believe that anymore. I think every time I laugh, every time I chase another dream, every time I choose to keep living, that I'm taking my brother with me. Because love doesn't stop when somebody dies. It just changes form. And to my baby brother, I hope I'm making you proud. I hope every time I choose to keep going, you're somewhere smiling, going. Keep going, baby bird. I miss you every single day. I probably always will. I'll carry you with me for the rest of my life. Not because I have to, because I get to. And if nobody has told you today, I'm proud of you. Seriously. If all you did was get out the bed today, that I'm proud of you. If all you could manage was brushing your teeth after crying for an hour, I'm proud of you. If you listen to this while pretending everything is okay, I'm proud of you. I see you. I love you. And I'm praying that your life gets a little bit gentler for both of us, actually. Thank y'all for allowing me to come back home. Mindfully Me has always been my safe place, and I hope it becomes one for you too. That's all I have for today. Thank you for listening to another episode of Mindfully Me. Hug your people. Tell them you love them. Give yourself grace. Because healing doesn't always look like moving on. Sometimes healing looks like showing up anyways. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all sometime soon.